Subscribe to this YouTube channel and please enjoy watching this video. Here we go. Recently, it seems as if transfer values are spiraling out of control in football. It felt like only yesterday that Paul Pogba became the first ever £100 million player. Yet, that sort of sum is a pretty common occurrence in the transfer world now. Defensive midfielders Declan Rice and Moises Caicedo moved for more than £100 million in the 2023 summer transfer window, with the latter becoming the most expensive Premier League transfer ever. Given that £100 million only seems to get you a 21-year-old midfielder with little over 1 year of English top-flight experience, just imagine how much it will cost to sign the best players on the planet. Well, fear not, because a study has ranked the 10 most expensive footballers in the world at present and their values are truly staggering. The report, conducted by the CIES Football Observatory, looks at the highest transfer values for players worldwide using a statistical model exclusively developed by themselves. Initially, the study took into account over 2,000 transactions of players from clubs in the 5 major European leagues during the period from July 2012 to November 2021. This was recently updated in June 2023. The algorithm also acknowledged players' current length of contract and their performances for their respective national sides. Updated transfer values in the new year, however, have seen several players fall and rise in value. Kylian Mbappe, one of the hottest prospects in world football, falls out of the top 10 completely and down to 27th place on CIES list due to him potentially being available for a free transfer in the summer of 2024. Despite the limited amount of time left on his Paris Saint-Germain deal, his superstar status means that he is still worth €106.2 million. And the number of players worth more than €100 million has also nearly doubled since the summer transfer window closed, going from 20 to 39. So, with Mbappe's demise and with several players inflating in value as football costs continue to increase, who are the 10 most valuable players in world football today? Dugout News are here to tell you exactly who makes the cut. Number 10, Martin Odegaard, €150.6 million. Arsenal. Number 10, and beating his teammate Gabriel Martinelli to a spot by less than €2.5 million, we have Arsenal skipper Martin Odegaard. Signing the Norwegian on loan in 2021 before making the deal permanent proved to be a part of Arsenal's 5th best ever transfer window. And Odegaard hasn't let fans or Mikel Arteta down since joining. With 31 goals and 19 assists in 130 games for the North London club, he has helped fire the Gunners back into the Champions League and back into the Premier League title race picture. Described by Gary Neville as a player that Guardiola would love at his disposal at Man City, and every manager in the league too, he is now worth slightly over €150 million in today's market. That initial £30 million that Arsenal paid for him in 2021 looks like more of a steal with every passing day. Number 9, Jamal Musiala, €152.4 million. Bayern Munich. Believe it or not, Jamal Musiala was once a part of the Chelsea Youth Academy. The German went to school at Whitgift in Croydon before signing for Bayern Munich in 2019, and since moving, the 20-year-old has developed into one of football's most admired youngsters who is now an integral part of Bayern's side and the German national team. Musiala is currently one of the best young players in the world after scoring 36 goals and providing 26 assists in an incredible 143 appearances for his club at such a young age. He had been linked with a move to Liverpool in October 2023. But any club wishing to secure his services will likely have to cough up at least the €152.4 million he is worth in today's market. Number 8, Julian Alvarez, €164.7 million. Manchester City. A new entrant into CIES top 10, but one that is certainly deserved. Not many players will have had a better end to 2022 or 2023 than Man City's Julian Alvarez, with the dynamic striker completing football at the age of 23. World Cup winner? Check. Copa America? Check. Champions League? Check. Premier League? Check. We could go on. Hailed as an incredible threat by his manager, Guardiola, Alvarez has become more of a regular fixture for City in 2023-24, with 12 goals and 9 assists in all competitions, putting him in a great spot to surpass last season's tally of 17 and 5. Averaging a goal every game in the Champions League so far, he could propel the citizens back to a second European trophy in as many years. Number 7, Gavi, €175.4 million. Barcelona. Barcelona are renowned for producing extraordinarily gifted midfielders, Iniesta, Xavi, and Sergio Busquets to name just a few. Gavi is the latest to add to this list, with the youngster already being seen as a top player in his position in world football. Aged just 19, Gavi has already made over 100 Barcelona appearances and helped them win the La Liga title in 2022-23, playing in 36 league matches. An integral part for the gigantic club, and still not even 20. If that doesn't tell you how good he is, we're not sure what more proof you need. He's also made 27 international appearances for Spain, helping La Roja win the Nations League in June 2023. Despite his €175.4 million valuation, Barcelona have inserted a $1 billion release clause into his contract, and you can imagine that any interested suitors will have to fork out that as a minimum amount if they want to pry him away from current manager Xavi. Number 6, Phil Foden, €195.8 million. Manchester City. Manchester City's Phil Foden comes in 6th on the list, falling just short of the €200 million mark, but seeing his value rise by nearly €30 million since last summer. The 23-year-old has already played more than 200 games for Manchester City and has won 16 trophies so far in his career, including a historic treble in the 2022-23 season. Considered one of the most technically gifted English players of this generation, Foden is one of the best dribblers in the game and still has time to develop further. There's an argument to suggest that he has never been fully appreciated at international level, although he is seeing more and more minutes ahead of Euro 2024. While there will be plenty of clubs desperate to sign Foden, it's unlikely the Englishman will leave his boyhood club anytime soon, especially with Pep Guardiola still in charge. The Spanish manager is quoted per BBC Sport as calling the youngster one of the best prospects he has seen. He looks to be shaking off the prospect mantle too nowadays, with him right up there with the best in the world value-wise and talent-wise. Number 5, Bukayo Saka, €223.0 million. Arsenal. Arsenal star boy Bukayo Saka might be nearly €25 million behind Rodrigo, but his valuation has still increased from €195.8 million in CIES update. The Englishman signed a new 4-year deal that will keep him at the club until 2027, combine that with more stellar performances in 2023-24 for the Gunners, and you can understand why his value is so high right now. Mikel Arteta's team are one of the top sides in Europe currently, and Saka is the man at the forefront of the Gunners' title charge. The 22-year-old is considered by many as one of the best wingers in the Premier League currently, with him already recording 9 goals and 12 assists this season and playing a key role in his team advancing to the Champions League knockout rounds. Also named English Player of the Year in 2023, the second time he won this award, 5th place in CIES rankings may seem a little low to some. Number 4, Rodrigo, €247.9 million. Real Madrid. Winger Rodrigo is just behind his 2 Real Madrid teammates, and is also the first player to just dip below the €250 million mark. The Brazilian has often been overshadowed by his Madrid and international teammate Vinicius, but there's no denying that Rodrigo is a massive talent. Having also been compared with the great Brazilian player Neymar, the winger has plenty of pressure on his shoulders, but he has started to grow into his own over the past couple of seasons. The 22-year-old formed part of the deadly trio, alongside Vinicius and Benzema, that dominated the Champions League in 2021-22 as Los Blancos went on to secure their 14th major European title. Benzema's departure has seen Rodrigo's responsibility grow, but he looks to be living up to the hype despite his tender age. After a tough start to 2023-24, which saw him go on an 11-game streak without scoring, he now has 7 goals and 4 assists to his name. Described as being back to his best by manager Carlo Ancelotti after that spluttering start, It will be intriguing to see what he does in the second half of the season. Number 3, Vinicius Jr., €250.3 million. Real Madrid. Vinicius was tipped to be the next Neymar when he first joined Real Madrid, and he's more than lived up to the hype. While he struggled for goals in his first couple of seasons at the club, he's developed into one of the most prolific wingers in world football. The Brazilian has managed to reach double figures for both goals and assists in the past 2 La Liga seasons, proving he is just. Number 3, Vinicius Jr., €250.3 million. Real Madrid. Vinicius was tipped to be the next Neymar when he first joined Real Madrid, and he's more than lived up to the hype. While he struggled for goals in his first couple of seasons at the club, he's developed into one of the most prolific wingers in world football. The Brazilian has managed to reach double figures for both goals and assists in the past 2 La Liga seasons, proving he is just as creative as he is clinical. With the departure of Karim Benzema, the 23-year-old has become the main star at the club, alongside Bellingham. Defenders dread coming up against the fast and agile wide man as he never switches off and, as a result, never lets an opposing fullback rest. Many will expect Vinicius to find himself in the running to win the Ballon d'Or within the next decade. He's valued at a crazy €250.3 million right now, and you would imagine that his value will only rise as he continues to mature. Number 2, Erling Haaland, €251.2 million. Manchester City. He might have lost his crown as the most valuable player in the world since the summer, but Manchester City striker Erling Haaland is not that far behind his former Dortmund teammate Bellingham. Scoring 52 goals in his debut season for the English club and a further 19 goals in 2023/24 means that his value has still increased from the €245 million he was estimated to be worth in the summer. The 22-year-old Norwegian only cost City a reported £51 million, and it has proved to be an absolute bargain. Pep Guardiola hailed him as unique after Haaland shattered Alan Shearer and Andy Cole's record for league goals in a season in 2022/23, while Rio Ferdinand said after City's 7-0 win against RB Leipzig that Haaland brings a superpower to his present club. Named the IFFHS Footballer of 2023, it's scary to think that the 23-year-old has not even reached his peak yet. Number 1, Jude Bellingham, €267.5 million. Real Madrid. Having only been the 4th most valuable player in the world last summer, Jude Bellingham tops the list of players now, with an insane value of €267.5 million. The Englishman cost Real Madrid a base transfer fee of £88.5 million. And he was given the number 5 jersey at Madrid, a shirt previously worn by iconic figure, Zinedine Zidane. If that doesn't tell you how highly he's regarded, we're not sure what will. Has he continued Zidane's legacy in his legendary jersey? So far so good. Still only 20 years old, Bellingham has wasted little time in becoming one of Madrid's most important players, scoring 17 goals in all competitions, while providing 5 assists in 22 games. A goal contribution every game is outrageous, and it proves exactly why the former Borussia Dortmund man is already seen as one of the top English players to have played abroad. Let us know what you think about the entire thing in the comments section below. Additionally, stay tuned and subscribe to this YouTube channel for the latest news and updates from around the world. We sign out.